What's going on, everybody? I am making a video today of my famous mouth-watering stuffed mushrooms. And it's not my own recipe. I actually got this off Pinterest a couple years ago. And I make them for every party, every event, every holiday. Anytime there's a time for people to get together and enjoy some food. And it's very simple. It's basically mushrooms, cream cheese, minced garlic, the stems of the mushrooms, and a couple of seasonings. And I'm gonna show you how I did it. I already started a little bit of it now because I'm doing a lot for Christmas Eve, because today is Christmas Eve at this time of the recording. And I'm gonna show you guys how to get this started so you can make this your recipe as well. Thank you. See you soon. All right, I wanna start off by telling you guys I am in no way a chef at all. So forgive me with my cutting skills. I learned from YouTube, just like some of you guys are probably doing as well. Some of you guys are some awesome chefs. I am not one of them. I can barbecue, but that's about it. So I'm gonna show you how I did it. I already started some of it already. Basically what you do is you just grab some mushrooms, you take the stems out, put the mushrooms to the side. And basically what we're doing is we're going to take all of the stems out. We're gonna chop them up real fine, just like I did here. And the rest will be history. Very simple. And this, honestly, I get requests for this recipe. If I don't show up to a party that people have had these already, I have to go back home and I have to make them. So stay tuned. I'll show you how to do it the rest. All right, now that you have all your stems out, now you just have to crush them up a little bit. And then once you crush them up, you're just gonna fine chop them. Now, a chopper would probably be a lot easier for this, or you don't wanna put them like in a blender where it mushes it. You just want them somewhat chunky, not too mushy. And then just, again, forgive me for my cutting skills. You guys are probably cringing right now, like he's gonna lose a finger. All right. So now that you guys have somewhat of an idea, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next step for you guys. Stay tuned. All right, so what I've done here so far is I've put 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and now I'm gonna do what's gonna call for 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Now, if you were just gonna do this for 12 mushrooms, you would then basically just do half of this. I'm just doubling it up because I'm doing more than the 12 mushrooms, basically. And the next step is to basically cook this just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add the mushroom stems. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook this until the moisture is gone from the mushrooms. So just do a couple. Now, some people can add things to this. Some people like to add chopped bacon or some sort of meat, but you really do not need to do this at all. It's just, this alone does it. So basically, again, the ingredients is the mushroom stems, minced garlic, shredded Parmesan cheese, and then garlic powder, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and black pepper. And that is it. Now, once this part's done, I will show you the next steps. All right, So now that you've gotten the moisture out, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this cool for a little bit. Now you don't wanna let this burn at all, by the way. You just get it enough to get the moisture out. Go ahead and turn that off. Take it off a little bit. And when I say moisture, when you put mushrooms in there, they're a very watery vegetable as it is. When you start to heat it up, it starts to release water. So as long as there's not a lot of liquid in there, you're pretty much good. And there's your stuffing there. So let's let that cool off for a little bit. That's it. All right, here is my I guess you could say my 16 ounces of cream cheese. Again, for 12 mushrooms, it is 1 8-ounce. Basically, I just do 1 package of cream cheese, but because I'm doing more than 12 mushrooms, I did 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mush this up a little bit. Trick is to let it sit out for a little while too. So that way it's a little bit easier to spread out. Now what I like to do is just make a little bowl of it and then add my seasonings to it. So let's go ahead and do, I'm gonna do my 1/4 of black pepper. I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm just eyeballing this one because it's a little bit easier for me. Now I'm gonna do my onion powder. Where do I put my onion powder at? Here it is. Just do a little bit more. And then for a little bit of heat, it calls for 1/4 spoon of cayenne pepper. I'm just gonna put a little bit more. And then what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we need to do the 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Throw some cheese on it. There we go. And now for the mix. Now you want to let this obviously cool a little bit before you put it in there, so you don't get melted cream cheese. And just mix and mix. And I'll be right back when this is all mixed. And after a successful mixing, this is what your product should look like. Now you can play around a little bit with it. Basically add a little bit more Parmesan cheese if you'd like, a little bit more seasonings, just depending on what you like. But honestly, the way that I will give you guys the recipe, you shouldn't need to, I mean, unless you like more cayenne pepper, that's the only thing that I mess around with a little bit. But this comes out perfect. Now what we're gonna do from here is take our mushrooms, and you just take a generous amount and just put it right up on top. Just like that. Lay them in a pan and get to going. We'll do a few more. There's no wrong way to do this, by the way. And that's what you're gonna come up with right there. All right, once you have them all stuffed, you wanna get them into a pan like so. Next step would be to, and this is just preference, this is what I like to do. I like to break down some of the Parmesan, crumble it all up. Get it nice and fine. And just sprinkle it on top for just a little extra bam. And then once you're finished with this, you just put them in the oven at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. And let them finish cooking, and then you take them out and let them cool. Please let them cool, because you will blow your mouth out. I am not playing. When they say mouth-watering mushrooms, I think they mean like they're watering because you just burnt it all up and so forth. And that's it. Voila. I will show you a few of these that are done, because these ones are going to be cooked for later, but we did make some just to show you guys what they look like when done. And that's it. Bam! Here is the finished product.
Are you bringing Aspen with you?